Hey man, check this shit right here. Okay, we're gonna go. Some people try to get up in somebody's shit, have them fucked off, whatever. We're gonna keep it like this, man. 25th August. Time going on right now. Check the laughs right here. Uh, this gonna add on to some of the West Coast shit that we came with, and it's not one of them bullshit sharp iron situations like some fake inspiration shit. All them little situations we taking into more Pablo, something like it. It's cigarettes, man. And just ball out. The reason why I'm saying I'm just saying this is more of a fear of a mixed world situation. Like Shakti, of course we get into it, man. Oh, let's check it out. You know we done did these before. We did these a lot of shit, before. I mean, we might not say too much on the taste, but we get into it, man. But the reason why I like it right here as we look at Spike and you look at what we just shared with the Shock G and the mixed fear, the mixed world, and you look at the situation Shock G always spoke on, this bebop scat, like bebop scat. He said like, Biggie had a flow. Of course, he mentioned Nas and all that. He mentioned some shit, man. But we look what he said about Pac, the humanity, all that. You can see Shock G also had a little bit of that too, man. And someone tried to say, Shocky kind of, Bill Pac, but destroyed himself, like that type of genius shit. But that flavor Shocky had, I think, is kind of what we just represent right here, man. Why we represent it like this, man, because we seen the fear of the mixed world, the look, the George Clinton shit, Shocky shit, and we're gonna take a few looks at those real quick, man, before we a few things he said before we actually get to some of the other shit going on, right? So, with that being said, that's why we going past just regular or just world ass shit over iron or whatever, man. There's a lot more shit than that when you're talking about soul. Certain soul situations are understood by the world. And Shaq, you dealt with overdose, and then certain before overdose, whatever you want to call it, before any of those aspects, those antics, or he dealt in the situations around, certain crack shit, cocaine, or overdose. He didn't dealt with it, seen it before. I don't think he destroyed himself or no shit like that. But looking into what Shock G said, I guess we gonna take a few looks at certain things along the way, but just just the way that it goes on, man. Um, like for right now, we look at Shock G and the explanations and the cadences. He was like a little George, well, maybe not George Clinton. I see why he was saying that with Pac, but that was more in the aspect of how he spoke to the people, whether they were addicts, whether they had all their hands or whatever like that. Shit like that, man. Shock G did analyze Pac to that old funky point, man. So I think that's where we gonna get at, man. But gonna add some shit, of course. Because when you look at it, man, you see this shit right here. Shock G, all the shit he said. We left off, man, kind of coming off Kobe Bryant shit too. Um, and the hard work and all that. When you look at Shock, the errors, so much errors. Clinton, so much errors. Or Shock may not compare to Clinton. You look at Pac, but Pac shit, so many errors. Like later years, shit, errors. So many errors, man. When you look at going on from the drill all the way 2 G decades of drill to this crunk style shit, so much punk shit, rap. Some people fucking saying bullshit down and pop, but you got a lot of people saying some shit. So we look at that era. Shock G though on the beats and the production side was kind of not not your typical. I'd say he was like the eras too, but on the other side, like all the over the production shit. So when you take it to that, I mean, it's so much shit. We seen some shit earlier too. Mass, the journey similar to Pac or whatever. Of course, not the same cadence, but similar to Pond. The reality, I think that could be some a little bit of curse shit. We will speak on that. That's what we doing. Shock G, we were bumping some Kobe and some late 1990s shit, the Missy Elliott, all that. Shock G kind of was like a Timbaland before Timbaland. That's how I'm looking at that shit, man. You got Timbaland came in, you see how shit and did with Missy and took it through the years and all that shit, man. That's how I feel like Shock G kind of was pre Timbaland a little bit. I'm not saying it was exactly the same, like towards the way they made the music, but Shock shit. When you hear a fear of a mixed planet, that type of shit. That's kind of like how Timberland was with Missy. Hey, look how much she got motherfuckers in the groove, and I feel like that represented that Kobe Bryant, that late 1990s shit, especially what we just looked at what happened in the courts with Kobe, the early years of NBA dealing with paying or not paying off, but paying Anthony Bannister, look out for one of the Cypher Philly niggas in court over the, framed up 7-Eleven robbery. So when that turned to that, Kobe eventually had his own court case. Wow, the nigga that got framed was a Latino kid, Mr. Sanchez. He got framed up. He ended up serving time, though he got out. He did like some 5 years or plus, something like that. But he got out. But by the time he got out, Kobe had already faced assault, rape case or whatever like that. He dealt with that shit. And just looking at it, man, we just gonna let the groove hit off of there. So we talking funk, man. We're not gonna be quite George Clinton shit, but we're gonna let it hit off there. And Missy, so many cadences and all that, man. The flows, the temple and all that. I mean, I feel like Shot kind of brought in a little pre Timberland aspect. But we'll take it here like this, man. Do this here. Just looking at the cadence and even Shock talking about Pac just ain't giving a fuck about so many hits. Like motherfuckers trying to put that murder shit on them, all that. I'm gonna take it to a few places like that, but we still gonna come back right here and look at the innocence, man. A lot of shit Shock was on too with Justice, trying to see the innocence. Certain, shit back then with no Pac or any time with Pac, obviously, but it'd be a lot of shit going to a few other things after that, big Illuminati business or, you know, what I'm saying that Pac trying to make that Illuminati way instead of everybody just saying Illuminati shit and not doing shit or whatever, trying to make a big Illuminati way of a situation to deal with the next, days and the next, waves of shit coming, man. And the big biz of rap was really gonna be overtaken and or however you want to say that shit, taking over, overtaking and going to the people and having them often of what the reality of the business of rap was going into, so to have the next place of rappers either control it or lose it to the bigger corporations that do deals with rap. And I think that was a place a lot of people couldn't really handle. So when you look at keeping the shit real and underground and having that aspect, it's an effort, man. And again, Kobe tried that aspect to deal with the Sony commercial shit. The courts ended up shoving or tossing his album away because he went to the underground route instead of putting out a commercial shit. Kobe tried to control the little underground shit with an old former Patriots player, Gerard Washington, and it didn't turn out right. A lot of bad scheduling shit happening, fucked up promotion. So a lot of bad bits going into 2G shit. But again, to try to keep that aspect going. Of course, Kobe went on and kept doing the bullshit, the Colorado court case shit, all that. But to keep certain shit going and with music and eras, man, it's so much that'll take on that. I think it'll take on where big deals and shit seem to control what certain rappers are put out. I feel like people like Shaji had that just out there, just doing it, and that it'll make something happen just off that Clinton vision type shit. I had to have that vision. Talking about George Clinton. We know Bill Clinton said he didn't really inhale, but some people say, hey, you can smoke it, but you don't inhale. And, you got your jokes about it, but it's so much scrutiny around that too. Mary Jane's always getting the scrutiny. Um, Cocaine's always getting the scrutiny. We know Shock G had his philosophy on that, obviously, man. So we're gonna take a look through it. It's like Lamar Odom had this shit. I think some people can handle it, some people can't. We see Carl Hart. Not saying Lamar couldn't handle it, but he had this complication. We mentioned Lamar Odom because again Kobe and people try to say he didn't go, he didn't deal with that one well. Kind of like way back, people felt he didn't deal with the cheese sauce situation in court. Well, maybe he could have been a witness in Sanchez's situation, but Kobe did have his own shit going on, but he did pay Anthony Bannister to deal with it, try to keep checking on Sanchez. Though Kobe would come along his own shit and deal with the Colorado shit while Sanchez was still in prison. So, they had that going on, but we look at the Oldham situation. That was years later, and Kobe was hurt at that point in time. So I think that it's more like just motherfucker hurt dealing with his own shit. Might not have the time, but obviously Kobe did check on Oldham. But people want people to do it a certain way. So I think that in some of the reality situations, sometimes it's like trying to deal with the shit or whatever, how it's going. Um, but some of these personal aspects mentioned in that back, I think that's kind of where we get to with people Shot G in the mix, having that philosophy, kind of the people like, how was it, with Pac, or how he was seeing Pac with the hits or something happened. Yeah, Shock still showed up or whatever, just try to let Pac know shit, like, keep it on at the condo, it's all good. But Shock, like, I still got to roll out or whatever, shit like that. So I feel like just that little aspect right there, mentioning that it's all underground. That's why I mentioned the Kobe shit and Oldham real quick. Some of this we're coming into with it. What we're saying here is some to the underground shit. That's what we're doing. So you see that right there, Michelle. So that kick off underground somewhat, at least with Rare Essence, DC at the time. That's just go shit, DC. But I wanted to mention that. That's how I feel shocked, with this flavor. I mean, Michelle, again, the Mary Jane, the cocaine. The reason why I'm mentioning it is not saying use cocaine, but mention Carl Hart. That's the professor that advocates for heroin or whatever. And he got good reasons about it. He's done it before, but he said it should be for like the adults that can be responsible for it or responsible with it. And I think that was the key we want to get to with Shock G. And that's why we mentioned them all real quick. Kobe, just to put that on real quick, man. There are people that can handle it and people that can't. And I just think a real situation of Shock G, what he was dealing with, using his, cocaine shit or whatever shit he got into. If it was, again, in a place, a building place, like Carl Hall was saying, possible hospital. Well, not one of Miss Billie Holiday's drug dealer said it should be the hospital. Carl Hall said it should be legalized and be in certain facilities or shit like that where they can get, needle clean, all that, so it can keep a number down of any overdose and any bad diseases or like sex shit, HIV shit, certain shit can be kept down. So I feel like that's still a fear of the mixed planet because it's not just the races, but it's also the drug legalizations. All of that, man, is also very key. We'll be taking a look here, but we're gonna get a little, jam on and let Missy put that work up on motherfuckers because that's where it go, man. It be up on motherfuckers, so it's still on that like that, man, and we're gonna get it there. That's how we doing it. Hey, baby, let the work hit the groove, baby. And that what the One Nation do. Um, it's like George Clinton getting down, baby. Time played, pineapple, the powerhouse, baby. It ain't outage over here, baby. But just salvage this time and stay on the motherfucking real. That's how we gonna rock it. Planning in the groove, true shit. You gonna get it. And then like that Master P, no limit. The caddy riding shit. Smoking the weed, all that. I mean, it's a hell. I mean, look at the. That's some funk shit too. I mean, I just had to mention that real quick. They always had the funk, man, and I know that's New Orleans, but he always, they came with some, West Coast funk. Just had to mention that. I want to say a little something. So we're gonna skate like you see the album cover. Feel me? And I mean skate one real quick. Just drink one pour a little something and drink one like that. With it. We're gonna work it. Just kicking some shit, man. Work it. Real deal underground shit. We're gonna let Miss Missy get it, baby. Get down with it. And it's powerhouse. It's that time, baby. So don't front out with it now. Be up on it. Like you goddamn gun out with this shit. Gun out, baby. Keep gunning. Shit,
They tell me it's my world, so y'all gonna be chilling with me today. And I'm shy, but I'm gonna see what I can do. And I'm gonna be hosting Planet Groove the whole time. And it's my prayer for right now. So just sit back and listen to me. Alright? Is that good enough? Everybody? That's good enough? Okay. So since I got some time on my hands, just in case y'all don't know, I'm Missy Misdemeanor Elliott, and I'm sitting here looking through my CD the first time I get to see it myself, and I kind of look alright on the cover, huh? What? Got a little slim, came down a little bit, and tracks looking nice. But anyway, I got some songs up here that I like in particular. It's the All of My Grill that's playing right now, and that's the Big Boy Outcast. And let's see, I got the one called Stick and Chicken with the Brad and Aaliyah. And oh man, that's hot. Is that hot?
I mean, it's messy. We might fuck with both of them. I mean, just because of the Leah mention, but we definitely doing this one right here. Um, I agree. People trying to throw a whole lot of shit in, baby. This ain't your spicy ass damn, world damn burger meal, but it's all real. Even all that shit, how I get. Corporations, put their shit out in the mouth, whatever. Eat, no offense to Mickey D's, but we gonna make it count, baby, with these situations and frenzies, man. That's all real, man. Staying true. That's all. This is. I'm just saying, you know, people that say the taste and the this and the flavor. It's like now you gotta really, dig into the ingredients and you got your concentrate or whatever. I'm talking about alcohol actually. So I know they don't sell that Mickey D Taco Bell though. Well, it just came about on my grill, but we talking about alcohol, how that's gonna take effect, man, and we got 10% right back. Hey, damn, baby, damn, this shit get where it go, baby, and that's how we gonna do it. Temped up, bucket, 10% up, bitch. It's on. Let's get it. Like I'm just saying, like you get it every day. You know what I'm saying? We doing that. It don't matter how they gonna talk shit. Both races ate like this or didn't eat like this. Nah, baby, we ain't frontin'. Ain't no front here. It is what it is. That's all I'm saying. Ain't no diss. I'm just saying. Like they gonna say we ain't sipping and no, bitch, we sipping. I'm just trying to say, what the bullshit on me now? We gonna do ours right. All right, Powerhouse, it's on, baby. Ain't goddamn went out, burning, nothing scorched. They gonna see you scorched. That's what I'm saying. You gotta see like corporation. Don't be like them, but see the tendency, see the big shit mentioning all the old tycoon Illuminati shit, man. Keep it real. We gonna go there, man. There's a lot of shit to play in the grill at the point when you get up in a certain place. You know that people say levels, devils, whatever. Uh, I like this shit because boy, it's to the point. It's just straight shit like that, baby. Like the tip was saying here, I feel that's your shit, baby. I'm just being real, but you know what I'm saying, that man. Uh, Okay, get up in here, her cooking this shit. Fuck with it.
Hit me. Don't explain, never change. Same old thing, same old game. Say you want to be with me. Show me my ring, baby, let me think. I've been in the cold, story untold. I'm about to unfold. How do you expect me to ever believe you won't be with me? Why you all in my grave? Yeah. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my bills? Let me know if you will. No. You gotta live. Talk is talk, talk is cheap. Tell it to her, don't say it to me. Cause I know I'm in control. See tricks up for kids and move too old. Go ahead with your game. Don't ever come back to me again. Where you go, remember me. I'm the best thing in history. Why you all in my grave? Why? Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my bills? Let me know if you will. Let me know, boy. Cause a chick gotta live. Chick got to live, oh Third time.
She's trying to do the math, figure out. Let me help her out here. If she's 16, should have been born around 2010. Actually, October 2009, so currently 16.
Let me know if you will. Cause a chick gotta live. Kobe Bryant is he stands falsely accused of an against him today. Kobe Bryant is innocent of the charges that were filed against him today. He stands falsely accused of an extremely serious crime, a crime that carries with it the potential of a life. Where's my dough? Give me money, buy me clothes, no use talking, have my dough. Where's my money? Where's my clothes? Pay me smart please. Where's my dough? Give me money. No prosecutor should file charges unless the evidence is so strong the case can be proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
All of my grill, I'm thinking it's time to chill, but you want to drill though. I couldn't even step out that baby blue out of the cause you trying to kill my hoe, my girlfriend. The people around me is telling me that you's a stalker, like Darth Vader chasing Skywalker. I told you I was a street talker. It ain't my fault you telling your Victoria's Secrets and your Fredericks. You wanted to wall down Astoria, but instead I took it to Cedric's to entertain you. 2DU, 2DG, and never claim you. Me and Missy, we get straight pissing. Oh yeah, we puffin' on one of them things too. You blaming who? You mainly who? I know you ain't bringing that lame crew. Big boy, that is fat sacks, T. Pretty D are the same boo, but I'm back by the Dungeon family. So you can go ahead with all that stabbing me, cause I will jab thee and slam thee, and Bobby will shake your ass, G. Yeah.
Didn't know what you did. So why is that? Get her out. Get her out of the car.
The evidence in this case falls far, far short of that standard. The accusations in this case cannot be proven because they are false.
On my grill shit, just peeping for the alphabet, you know what it is. It took, hey, this little song real quick. Back to the Grove. Of course, it's not going. We're not really saying we condone this shit right here, but it did have a few elements that we can't be looking at. Again, this is more a reality point of shit around some cipher shit, city shit. Bitch, you can't wipe a cipher shit out, man. Video wherever city you shot. Just saying like that, but we hitting that ride, baby. Wow, ride. Just ride. It's all there. Tried and damn true, I guess. How you want to say that shit, but this motherfucker, 37-year-old, to play this shit. This motherfucker ain't on no clean shit. Just say that. He done fucked up. Whether it's George Bell, this motherfucker really done hit it bad in that Lincoln. That's his shit. He been just playing with, man. It's like that. But he can do right with the 16-year-old bitch that right there. She's getting out of the situation, kink and shit, man. But it's all real. The kinks and shit, whatever shit they even fucking with. He handling it right, and she off on age. She's 13. This motherfucker only 16, but she choosing. It's all that, man. So, hey, time and all that, tricks and hey, baby, wrist, paint, whatever color you want. Oh man, shit, kinks, cuz whatever sex shit it is in the motherfucker, but funk, bitch, it's out here like this, and that's what they doing. They getting it, and it ain't going well, obviously. But there's a few little things that's still off. It's not just older 37-year-old snatching up 16-year-olds. And nah, man, there's a little more to what she doing. Cause she riding with the motherfucker on, the length and shit. But he know what he doing. But again, he not taking care of this shit right. That's what I'm saying. That's bullshit. I'm saying he should be doing it, but it's just he ain't handling this shit right. And she off. But I mean, he doing this shit, but the law's been peeping and scoping and all that. So there's a little more to that. That's the aspect I feel with it. And the age shit, of course, was not quite like the broad in Kobe's case. She was 19, but even then, they frown on some of the shit there. Though he was in his 20s, he was 37 at the time. But just a situation, how the laws got into it over the broad in the hotel. She had a few people. She got some people. She's not just telling a hotel employee. She's got motherfuckers in around. She's telling it, and it gets out like that, and so knocks come in a motherfucking door. This ain't quite the Maxwell joint, but knocks come in a motherfucking door, and it's on like that. But there you go. In this case, the laws already had people, or they was watching, telling, going to all that. Some a little similar happened. Kobe situation, except this hotel employee, bro, she going to other people. So we're just checking around and looking it up, but if you just came across this, still whole video, but I guess we're gonna check a bit more out, go off where we was last at, but this nigga trying to hold it down, but you're just looking at it, man, but we gonna get into another kid joining this people situation and how it's panning out. Yeah, that's how we gonna do it. We're gonna groove it right back though.
Bye. If I was a dude, I try to talk to me, y'all.
Shit, forgot something. Get back to this motherfucking groove and shit. Stupid. Don't pick the pot shit, man. All right. People a little bit. It's gonna go a little deep, not quite to the keep case shit. We want to keep it just a little bit certain player shit, but like you were saying, church, like you seen that Bishop Don Juan shit, so we're not gonna get too far there, but we're gonna check it a little out and just people check shocks on cadence through the years, but on the reality, I guess look at a little bit of the mama, mind and ties or whatever shit. Just some shit, you know, like that. I think it works. I think it's something the underground can fuck with still. You know, we call it outdated, but bitch, it's really not. All right, go ahead. Um, go something, man. You know, fuck with the rest real quick. Taking our time through the night, learning. Got our people some of this shit. He does it, you know, does it on, baby. Don't do it. Oh shit! I hit the motherfucking lights. You know what it is. You know no fuck about it. All right, let's go on, man. Go on with the shit off. Go. We'll let this groove shit out here, and we're gonna get right back to it.
What's up, y'all? So I'm back, still here on Planet Groove, still shy from the first time, but I guess they want to know about, everybody want to know, like how long I know Timbaland, as y'all know him, and I think I've known Timbaland for like 12 years. And he's executive producer with me on my new album, The Real World. And I had a lot of collaboration. I had Aaliyah, the Brat, Big Boy from Outkast, Lil Kim, Lil Mo. Look, there's so many people I gotta look at the CD. Lady Soul, Juvenile, Beyonce from Destiny Child. Oh man, I got everybody to name it. Cole, Redman, and all of them is hot. So, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, I'm gonna keep rubbing it in your head. June 22nd, get it, cause it's off the hook. And I'm gonna show y'all again the cover, so y'all can just keep getting that close view on it.
Yeah, just like that cover, man. Check this one out. Feel Mixed Planet. You gotta have them Timber and Missy shit, man. But it's like they always gotta have that shit, little pre-Timber, pre-Timberland shit. I feel. Yeah, playing, Timberland, Weeds, a little bit of this shit. I mean, check out Shocks, man. We're gonna get right back on to it. Just some shit, man. We're gonna take it there. Yeah, we gotta have this shit. Again, this ain't solely race shit or nothing like that. Just people playing shit, people want shit. Check it out. Here we go.
Humpty Hump and Slick Rick rhyme from the nasal palate. Nas rhymes from the back of his throat. Biggie is a swinger. He swings like a horn player over jazz. BIGPO, PPA, no info for the DEA. He put more emphasis on the He's just spelling his name. But the flow, vicious. Pac, on the other hand, I think Tupac pulled from Martin Luther King.
So,
I don't know when it is that we're gonna make it to the mountaintop. But one day, all the children will be able to play together. It's like pouring those words out because you mean it. And that's why, I never had a father figure. But I was raised by the thugs and the drug dealers. That's why I love niggas. That singing that Pac was doing in it. Humpty Hump.
That's real shit. That's what we getting at. Open the goddamn situation, man. that planet, man. It's a lot of fear, you know. You got the rapper, you got the soul shit and all that. You gotta have that, man. It's a little something deeper you said about Pac in the stomach, you know. They just rhyme in a pit, you know, and world try to attack some shit, man. We know, but we gonna keep it real, and that's what I feel like. Certain shit, soul shit, work. The world try to attack it, on and get rid of it, and can't get rid of it. Shit, you still on, baby. I'm just saying like that. Keep it real. And so we're gonna take a look at Shock G got a few of the player interviews or whatever you want to call them, but we may take a look at that just because of where we at. People in the Lincoln, man, the Lincoln Dread, man. So we gonna do it like that. Shit. A lot of shit, man. You can't say that they ain't fuck up. They ain't, you fuck up. We talking about the industry. You talking about fucking it up. I mean, really fucking it up. I'm talking about in a good way. Oh man, digital underground shit. That's lasting funk, man. Lasting funk shit, man. Trying to find a specific another point of the cadence shit, but this might be it right here.
All of the Biggie versus Pac heads.
Yeah.
First of all, Biggie's gonna win hands down when you're talking flow. BIGPOPPA, no info for the DEA. He put more emphasis on the He's just spelling his name. Humpty Hump and Slick Rick rhyme from the nasal palate. Nas rhymes from the back of his throat. Pac rhymes from the pit of his stomach. When people say Pac is the best rapper of all time, they don't just mean he's the best rapper. They just mean what he had to say was most potent, most relevant, and that he was the better human being.
And that's the other shit. That pit, man. But you got the nasal, you got the jazz scat, that little, shit like them. Not quite jazz soul, but just the way he's saying it is like jazz would work they shit. Da da da, da da da. Shit, I'm on tonight, and I ride. Or some shit, I'm just roll with this shit, and I'm gonna get it, baby. Shit, it ain't for the force it, ain't finna force it. Just flowing some shit. I'm just good fucking with some shit, man. But hey, don't get the damn time off in the shit though. Shit. Let's work it, baby. Hey, that's like that, baby. Scat, baby. Scat, baby. That's hella years. It's really holiday, baby. Still here, baby. It's like that shit. Stay at it, baby. Sipping that shit. It's on, baby. Hey, front. Whatever you want to say, but no front here, baby. Shit, one. If it goddamn hit you like this, brew, man, goddamn weird. Or weird, baby. We're on, baby. Shit, head on. We're on, head on, baby. Some shit. Just saying some brew shit. Ain't fucked up yet, but check it out. Let's check out. We gonna get with this one right here. Some show shit.
Right here, you feel me though, with my boy Shock G, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go with, it's like Tupac big homie right here, you feel me? I'm gonna put it like that. Yeah, somebody say, yeah, Tupac Shakur? Yeah. What's up with this poppy pop thing? Man, we from the Bay Area, we've been popping our collars a long
I just want to know how long you been popping your collar. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little bit of it. But there was a time. There's a time when they called me Smoove Eddie. Cause I was playing them hoes. I shook the red car steady. What I mean by that is we was dropping that 3-car money in the game sometimes. Pigeon Drive, Home Pop, Till Tap, Bail Bond Game, you know what I'm saying, Paper Hanging. Y'all know the games because we check more money than a hoe would check sometimes. Because you know what I'm saying, the I in the PIMP is independent. And you know what I'm saying? The real max is independent. We will take that whole money because it's for show money. And sometimes we can't be waiting on that slow money. But a real nigga will make more money than that. We're not always worried about them things. You know what I'm saying? That's why we pop our collars. And that's why we get down like this. You know what? Round to round these hoes go. The underground just don't stop for hoes, we get around. So step up, step up. KP in the house. I'm Shot G, and we popping these collars, son. And you know what I'm saying? When you rest, dress, finesse, and get your propers while you watching them soap operas, you counting your money while you reading the funnies, cause it's pimping, you know what I'm saying? So hoes that's sitting on their ass, watching the cars go past, need to pat their feet on the concrete, cause it's thug pimping. And that's why we got time to learn how to stroke these ivories like that. Now once again, it said, I get around. What's up, KP?
And I still do some shit. Yeah, it's like scat, baby. Hey. Oh, yeah, it's like MLK, Malcolm. Oh, hit him on through. Nah, I mean, just everything. Like, we know Missy got the overall. I mean, come on, man. I just had to say that real quickly, you know. Check it out. The pocket. Get around. I mean, it's some of them situations we just see it a little different, but we still gonna get back to the Lincoln, man. You know, whatever happened, yeah. It's just how it went down. But check it, man, on this shit.
I'm Shock G, the one that put the satin on.
Oh, we got the shock in the mix. Latin man tripping. Oh, Lincoln man, excuse me, I said Latin, but Lincoln man tripping. Shock G on some shit. Check it.
Your panties. Never knew a hooker.
Share me.
I'm Shock G, the one that put the satin on your panties. Never knew a hooker.
Share me. Pac said share. Pac wrote that lyric. Never knew a hooker that could share me. Church! The Archbishop in the building. Come through, where's Snoop? You ain't bring Snoop? Alright. Cause it's Tupac.
Tell me about I Get Around. Tell me about that song. Tell me about that verse that he wrote.
I Get Around was the time I pulled Pac out of the party and I said, yo, they got 2 more hits on you. They already had 2 in Oakland, now they got 2 in LA. 4 people are paid to kill you. Take it easy. Take my key, live in my condo while I'm on tour. Watch the Jeffersons. Relax. You know what Pac told me? He said, you finished? You don't get it, do you? I don't give a fuck. And walked away. And before he got out of sight, he looked back one last time and went, so Pac was ready. He was ready. He knew he was done here. On to his next planet. On to his next adventure. Maybe he was reincarnated on Earth. Who knows? But Pac wasn't worried about death. He was was not scared of death. Neither am I. I might go tonight. I might go tomorrow. I might live another 20 years. God don't bless me. But who knows? But Pac wasn't afraid of death, man. None of us should be. Stand for something. Die for nothing. Stand for something better than dying for nothing. Amen. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm Shock G. The one that put the broccoli on your pasta. Bet y'all never knew that I'm a Rasta boy. Yeah. Haile Selassie, Jaman. Rolling TV, man.
Oh, shit.
Here's my chance to dance my way out of my constrictions. And when One Nation Under Groove is still there. And I always felt like the ones who were like Gil Scott-Heron and all them, like I was saying, that was like who you knew were pro-black. It was too obvious. They're preaching to the converted. The people who already like Black Power, listen to that. George was getting the little just ghetto kids and the dope fiends and the winos and the this and the that. Everybody. The ones who needed it the most. That's what Pac does too. Pac is so much like George Clinton that way.
Well, eternally, fuck it. It's really like that. Like how Shaggy said, Lord, don't bless me, all them years later, because sometimes you just be on your shit. It's like sticking with your heart. Don't try to go too far with it. Just flow. I get what he meant by that, but I do like that they hooked up the Clinton and Timbaland. I'm not saying Timbaland is a part of it, but I mean it's just a little funky shit. I mean, Missy. I mean, and saying that because of the Mixed Planet shit we mentioned, and we're right here, one of these dunk contests, and looking at the way that we seen Biggie talk about him being embarrassed if you have a missed dunk or you fuck up, like the people looking at you and everything like that. So we just trying to keep it. They say a lot of shit do down people. Baldwin, motherfucker out here the Bay shit. We bring in a lot of Bay phone. Not quite the Kobe. That's more LA shit. You always say I always keep my green helmet. Philly shit, of course, but I'm always LA too. I mean, that's some real rapping shit, man. But people out here, though it's down LA, but the Bay phone. I mean, we might not get too far in it, but we just peep some words on it. Still, but you never know. I mean, we just mentioned P, mentioning Clinton. That's the P, Clinton, Pago. Man, Shock was funky like this. Like some Big E shit. I mean, we talking about Big E, not Biggie Small. We heard about that earlier. Cadence, but we talking about Big E, Elvin, Bullets, yeah, like that. But we just peeping a few things around Kobe coming early is Philly, the time fast, all this round the way shit, whatever like that.
I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. She can walk with a switch and talk with street slang. I love it when a woman ain't scared to do a thing. Standing at the bus stop, sucking on a lollipop. Once she gets pumping, it's hard to make the hottie stop. She likes to dance to the rap jam. She's sweet as brown sugar with the candy yams. Honey coated complexion, using Cabernet. Let's see it for the girls from around the way. Silky, milky, her smile is like sunshine. That's why I had to dedicate at least one rhyme to all the cuties in the neighborhood. Cause if I didn't tell you, then another brother would. You're sweet like sugar with your gangster talk. Wanna eat you like a cookie when I see you walk. With your rayon silk, or maybe even denim. It really doesn't matter as long as you're in them. You can break hearts and manipulate minds, or surrender, act tender, be gentle and kind. You always know what to say and do. Cold flip when you think your man is playing you. Not cheap or petty, you're ready for loving. You're real independent, so your parents be bugging. But if you ever need a place to stay, come around my way.
Out today, and this is where I've always wanted to be. Exactly T1. It's one formula. It's every
your hair or even a curly weave with your new edition Bobby Brown button on your sleeve.
and if it doesn't work for you, full refund, no questions asked. Total traffic in this girl.
There's a male in her breath reaches
Officers would also discover a renter, 19 counterfeit $100 bills, and drug paraphernalia inside of the vehicle.
I think you're in the mood for whining and dining, so we can go out and eat somewhere. We got a lot of private jokes to share. Lisa, Angela, Pamela, Renee, I love you from around the way.
Kobe Bryant did not support. Kobe Bryant did not support. Kobe Bryant will plead not guilty. He will request that this case be tried to a Colorado jury. His defense is that what happened on June 30th in Eagle County was a sexual encounter between two consenting adults.
Just want to bring it on. What you know about Shannon? Let's go on the pocket shit real quick, but it's on real, man. Got some shit we gonna take it there, a little do or die shit too. Pope Pimp. Maybe not quite that song, but just some do or die shit, man. You know, always good to peep that right back into it. You know, Greek Fest, Slam Fest. I mean, we do just get into it, motherfucking man like that. Keep it on. Shit. Freaknik was bigger. Might have to bring that in, but we just peep big boys. So it's all good. It's all these days, man. High school and Slam Fest shit for the pros and other sports. It's different shit going in some global shit. I mean, it's enjoy some wild jams, running. You know, when you talk about the running, you know, you see some people from some standstill spots. When you talk about MJ, Dominique, and Doxies coming from way back, the whole fucking court side using the whole court to, you know, run down and jam. I mean, you don't see it from that run like that too much no more. But you know, when you take a look at a few things varying through the years, and then you know, when you look at shit, Kobe coming in, and you know, we jumping back a little bit, but it's all good. Kobe coming in, and that time of the dunk in the 1990s was, I think, probably the biggest time. But the 70s really kicked it all, Doc J, all that. The 80s was wild too, of course. MJ, with Neek, you know, Duncanstein, man. Even the in-game motherfuckers, Tom Chambers was like pre-Sean Kemp, if you will. Then you get the 1990s Chambers, Barkley, of course, still, but Chris Carr had the house out ass, man. Like that was I like that one. That was always some competition for niggas, man, on the court. For real, like that was always competition. Chris Carr, like that old dunk competition, and shit like it. You ain't heard that shit since 2G had it. Because of, Vince and Jason Rich. That was like Scores ever had the dunk contest shit too. Wow. That was the wildest shit, but the best shit overall. Like meaning everything. Elegance, I think the 90s had it. But for creativity and spontaneous shit and global affairs, 2G did it a little bigger. But 1990s was kind of like everything underground. It was a little more underground. Wasn't quite mixtape, man. Shit, but we had some shit, man. Just looking at it. And I guess just the aspect of the dunk shit seeming so hard or whatever. I guess contrary to like Shotchi, we got a certain view, or whatever, but a little different from Contra shit. But just people some shit, sort the shit out. Some other ciphers, man. I'll just get it on real quick. I'll take it up right here. Up right here. But real here. Fuck it. Where's okay. Check it out. We're going here with this, man. We gotta look at it. The Big E. I know people want to, look at Doc J or something more, but I like Big E's view. This is a real view shit, man. Ready? Let's go with it. This was this shit right here. Nah, I don't want that right now, right there.
Darryl Dawkins, directly out of Maynard Evans High School in Orlando, Florida, a #1 draft choice in the NBA. Look at this man get up in the air. Dawkins playing a very vital role with Philadelphia now, but 19 years old after the injury to Harvey Catchings. He switches hands there, goes to the left. And
Philly had Doc J and Dawkins and all this shit. I mean, McGinnis. I mean, them motherfuckers, they had, I think so, there might have been more the Pacers, but just all these players they had. Eventually, was it World Be Freedom, more like Cavs. One of them motherfuckers. Eventually, Moses Malone. But now, of course, you got Braun and Beat, all that. This is different Philly. We already know AI and Matumbo and how that shit worked out. Still legendary ass season. They just going up against Kobe, We're not gonna make this a versus, but we will show a little that pre-draft Kobe will work out. It was kind of like a CBS show, the shit that Kobe had to kind of, it show his skill, but it's like, this is Mr. Dan Gruffin is talking about the workout with the Knicks, of course. Just looking at a few of these because these go into the whole dunk contest shit. You look at Kobe and Laura Marion at the time. Check out just the way he was into the dunking shit, the jumping over kids and on the court and all this shit. Just looking at this one real quick. I mean, I think it's interesting to see how much the pre-draft shit even meant. Serious, damn near like a dunk contest back then. There's just so much skill and shit coming out of it, man. Hey, I mean, how much are you gonna get out, man? You want to get it out then? As much as you gonna get out, I mean, that's how much it was. A specific article we were looking at, but give me a second, but we're gonna do this real quick and then work it right back. Come coming from some of the old days. You know, the Sixers was always a fucking team. You know, Jelly Bean, Bryant, doing this shit. I mean, they were always stagnant in the 80s shit. Eventually, Barkley and all that. They didn't do too well in the 80s, 90s. Eventually, got up on it back to the finals. They won some shit with Moses, Doc. But now to see this shit, LeBron, Pete, and Jalen Brown, I don't know how that's gonna go, but you know, it's gonna be some dope shit. But check this out right here. In the day way back that meant so much pre-jab workouts. The dunk shit really meant something in the 1990s. More than the 80s. 2G was just creative as fuck. That's the scores. You know, they took it over, went out over the top, but they just took it to the next point and shit. I mean, but since 2G decade after it, it just slipped. It just slipped. You know that I think that's the same shit ain't there, but it is there. And a few other things we looked at. We looked at the shit now. That's like the high school. They got a mix, right? Gender dunk contest. You know they're doing that now, and it's just a little different. But it is dope. You know, some of them bras and shit. You know, got hoes jamming. You know, like I'm just saying. You know, they ain't just joints and music. I'm saying they jamming. They on rim. You know, yeah, they got some ups. They got that. It's going. We're gonna take a look. Yeah, you won't see another specimen like a Kobe in terms of pre-draft shit. Coming out of high school really hyped it up. KG, uh, Kobe. Back then it was Moses, Spencer. You know, all them the motherfuckers kind of getting it up like that as a kind of the high school point. So they had it brought back in the 1990s. Easily kind of, you know, worked up and down. I guess the you know the reality around it, some of this the ball shit, the camps, you know, whatever shit they had, the pre-draft, all that, man. That's where we going. Cause we had too many battles against legends already in pre-draft shit. We know the Lakers, Cooper, all that, man. Cooper coming with the elbows banging, you know, just shit like that. But you know, Kobe had a little shit from his, you know, from Jelly Bean and even his mom. I guess play a little too, whatever. And you know, just working that right back. You know, just really on some shit, man. Just real ball, man. You know, like that. But Cooper was known to kind of, you know, battle a few, you know, people coming on into the court that was, you know, new young niggas or whatever like that. You know, and Kobe just showed some shit that ain't there. And then, of course, Kobe had the soccer background a little bit. You know, we fuck with some of that. Some of the varieties of that. So it's a combination. Even though he was 17 years old, he was once in a lifetime player who could cast that on a franchise for you to come and, you know, he would do that. But what we doing here, the skill shit. We talking about all these drills they gotta run. Check out here against the players he had to do it against. You know, I ain't seen him. You know, he was looking for, you know, players to come on the Phoenix. But Jersey, Philly, all these motherfucking teams, the Celtics, you know, Kobe trained for them too. I mean, high school you really had to show your shit. You know, they ain't got no kind of shit to go. They really got to show your shit. So you got to be really, really into that shit. Just come with a heart from this. But look at Philly right back. Home, if you will. Kobe just, you know, doing this shit. Of course, AI was really the pick they were going for, but the coach then, assistant coach, was Maurice Cheeks, and he ran Kobe's draft workout with the Sixers. At any time, the high school star in the baseline sprint and drill, and AI got him on the shit. You know, Brown recorded excellent time with Fume and Cheeks informing him that Iverson never run the drill faster. So, you know, he was keeping up with motherfuckers. That's really the fastest nigga in the league anyway, for years to come, to be honest. So we just blowing away everybody because he had enough to try to keep up. But yeah, I'm still faster. That just shit just show you right there. That motherfucker, yeah, man. that's what really took shit into the next point. It wasn't just handles cross. I mean, it's you burning motherfuckers, man, like that. But Kobe had a little something though. Still great time, excellent shit. But he wanted to run the drill again. Little MJ shit, you know. When no one would get the better of him, but yeah, still got the shit. It's all real. Um, that's just how it was. But those drills like that, you got that one right there. You got the people know there's another article about it. They got it's like a variation of the miking drill or some shit like that, man. Not the actual miking drill, not the simple one, but it's a more complex drill. You work in both hands on each side of the goal, and so if it's right side of the goal, you're gonna work with left hand. Shot to do right hand, right side of the goal. So it's not the original mic and shit. So you had shit like that going on, and then this one, the baseline shit and all that, and just a lot of shit like that. You got the Celtics shit like going on. He's talking about. I didn't put much on it, but you gonna take a look. There's so much shit you see now about the certain skills and Lakers. This era of Eddie Jones and Magic coming back and Nick Van X, Sabalos. So even then, the pre-draft shit is they still saying his skills was a little better than Eddie Jones. So I mean, the talent, the way people was into that shit at that time, you really had to have a way to really visually see where it's gonna go so many years down the line. And LA took the shot on it. Jerry West is gonna do it, man, because he telling motherfuckers, he's saying his own little scores, assassin shit on the court, Cooper's, breaking out Kobe trying to, work that and all of that. He's just saying, just, shit about the enemy type mentality, just on the ball court. I mean, it get like that, so I just think that's a deep point of it, man. But, you know, you got this point here, this is Celtics shit. Um, the mentality, the enemy shit, but they saw, that's ain't like hardcore. A certain way you deal with that, and hey, it goes into kind of what they saw at that time versus Michael Cooper. And Kobe had his own little mentality and shit too. And he already had his shit going. That's what we are peeping at. This was your mic and shit right here. Of course, again, it's a varieties that you have of them. It's just varieties. So I'm just giving an answer to how much, again, some of that shit really meant to the Duncan situation. Playing horse, all that. Another one, goddamn. Just some deep shit, man. We want to put into it real quick. might be it right here. Yeah, I think this would be it. In terms of the we talking about, West, that mentality West had. I mean, we're right where we, Kobe and that Mama shit, man. So we just coming on to this. Again, we're gonna get back to the reality shit. That's what it is. Yeah, Cooper. Shit. One of the best one-on-one shits ever, man. Straight up. Of course, the dunking shit come up, and Kobe doing a lot of that. Again, I was just the era, man. So yeah, that shit work. They want to see him do other shit, and I was just set him up, kind of with Cooper shit. That's what it was. Kobe could compete, niggas is bigger or whatever, but it didn't matter. This is what it is. Shit. I fucking knew how to work out. Yeah. Got to check this shit. Check out one more shit. Oh, we go. See what's happening. Shit, man. Check it out. This is what Jerry West was known to say in the Cooper. I mean, Cooper talking about, Kobe kicked me in the nuts one time with his leg, but it's just, in the moment. But Cooper was the one really banging and, getting physical. Kobe was just too skilled, the footwork, beating the older man. Old man, of course, don't have more. In this case, did have more strength. Maybe a little like of a sheet. While they said about Terry Cummings coming in the league. Terry Cummings was quick and all, but she still scored on Cummings. But the first interaction with it, backing down, when she was making some funny, some just little funny ass comments saying shit like, you couldn't move, like, you in the chair. But it's funny to see that. You just you couldn't come as a back you down and then you just, smooth through like butter, right? But the reason why I'm saying that, I think the strength aspect, when you look at the high school aspect, in this case, with Kobe, I mean, that just shows what he became. But on the flip side for Rasheed, when he had the back down coming, he just said he couldn't move. You know, like you backing out, you're just not going anywhere. I feel like, again, the footwork shit in this case made the difference because, as you said, Kobe wasn't physically stronger, but he did have the footwork, as we read in the earlier article, and that's what it was. Man, you said he was doing cheap shots on him and all that. And we know the defenders, Cooper, Cummings, all the motherfuckers, that era. That's what Kobe was basically taking the fuck on. He, of course, was just looking at that, man. So it's deeper for West. Look at West's mentality and Jerry, Kobe didn't really talk. And, of course, Jerry didn't like that because he just said, don't fraternize with the enemy out there. Why you talk to the enemy when, you should be trying to kick their ass. So, no, Kobe had one thing on his mind. He just wanted to play in Los Angeles. That was his shit. But, again, looking at the physical shit and all that and, the baseline shooting he was doing. And, they feel he had the mentality 17. He didn't really have the physical shit. He would later have that, but he didn't have it at the time. But he had all the other little skill shit that someone could just have without major physical shit at that time, and that's wild because we're only 17. So to be making it like that, man, is real. And Cooper shit was just going out trying to basically kill Kobe, man. On the court, of course. We don't give a fuck how old I am. I don't give a fuck how old I am. Just, shit, man. Just working. But that's what it was. We seen again the footwork and all that, and the dunking. I mean, that was the key, man. So that's what we are going on with it. Same year, Fisher came in. All that. Derek Fisher. I mean, just a lot of LA shit going on. Make another error. That's what it was. A lot of. I guess they never seen a skill type of talent like that. Have all these skills. Jordan is that just everything, the whole situation of basketball in the one. But again, you got people with a few more skills or shit, or a little faster, or whatever. And Kobe was able to get close to that. Again, the whole total deal, the whole situation, because of the skills he had wasn't just major speed or something here and there. It was more like, the next era type skill that would go on to eras after. You see the shooting now as well, Curry. But, I think Pitt once said Curry can kind of shoot the ball like a Curry, but not like necessarily make him like Curry. But if he got on a roll, he'd be killer like Curry, but in a different way. So I think that's a lot of the era rolling on right there. But let's get to this Fear of a Mixed Planet. I'll let this jam. I know we definitely are trying to do it. Some dope road shit. Oh, we got that do or die shit. Yeah.
Now the big guy looks over that basket, gets set for this timing move. They don't have to dribble the ball. Look at him.
Get this shit right here. What the fuck is going on? All right.
Welcome to.
Shit, buddy. Get that. You gonna hit this shit here. Look at that shit. We're gonna have it working.
Just for you, I blow his brains out. I blow his brains out. I blow his motherfucking brains out. So on you, I hang out. I'm looking at the news today, right? I'm tripping go down and hit this man named Jamil Mirday in the mouth with a flashlight. Then say name is. Then they go around and hit a rapper. So you know what I'm saying? The police on some bogus shit. So we got to protect this shit. They want to serve, so we gonna protect some shit around here. You know what I'm saying? They got FBI's and CIA's following up. What's going on? What's the drama behind all that shit? It ain't easy. But somebody's gotta do it. It ain't easy. But somebody's gotta do it. Oh. I see you looking all good with the see-through dress on, nails pressed on, flags on, like cooking out that song. Looking like you got a bad song. By the way, you think you got a pill with it, but you can't deal with it. It's all so that they can't deal with it. Down this field, that's all the little said. For the next though, we can pick up the next theater though. We can party with the PGs on EP with the tub of Hennessy. We both we can call this shit off the hook.
Go ahead and hit this shit one more. At work.
Somebody's gotta do it.
He had no reason to believe otherwise. The physical evidence in this case totally supports his belief.
I see you looking all good with the see-through dress on, nails pressed on, flags on, like cooking out that song. Looking like you got a bad song. By the way, you think you got to deal with it, but if you can't deal with it, it's an also integral, baby. You can't deal with it. If you down, then we'll do it. That's all
drug
we'll say. But the next though, we can pick up the next to the video. We can call it DJs on EP with the tub of Hennessy. We both we can call this shit off the hook. Shout out to them, all the two. Stay this party, but let's ride to the corner and get some more. On the way down, we can pick up some hoes. Show them how to talk about it, they clothes. Hell, no freak shit behind those. See how the pimpy peek with them flow. Do or die, that's all I know. Let me do shit they ain't did before. Number one rule, don't kiss too low. Let me do my pimp card. I'd rather pimp you, yeah. Only you said I'd rather pimp with you, yeah. I'd rather pimp you, yeah. Only you said I'd rather pimp with you. Well, let me address myself. 5 below 5'8", time to rock it. Rolling in my legs, you wanna have sex, reach in my pocket. Put the Jimmy gone, before we start, roll up a Philly blunt. I got silly stuff, get you high and we have plenty fun. Park in my garage, out of Dodge, we can get it on. Flip strip, she's grown, now I got her in the zone. Ain't no ammo anyway, I'm a pokey, I empty. It's just big and do just fine. Afterwards, just stay low key. Got no time for silly games, I'm not trying to get you sprung. I got homies like it down with, it's not personal, but just proof you down and we can get you off, slip and slide. If the number one ball is they gon' get you some. Riding full of ball, flexing hard with my Billy Cat. Pulled up on the ass, city shot with a whole BS. Hold me back, cause I know two hoes that I'm gon' creep with. Playing hard to get for 98 that I'm gon' sleep with. I'd rather pimp you, yeah. Only you said I'd rather pimp with you. I'd rather pimp you, baby. I'd rather pimp you. winning when I'm next to you. Riding the time, catching the best of you. And don't be scared to give me a clue on what you wanna do. Cause I'm a player, so I say what I feel is true. Cause I done been around the things that you've been going through. And God made hard times, girl, for me and me. Just when a nigga gets some rest, we got the six. So plays 1 or 2 for the nigga who never made it through them past years. Take a pause, pour out our glass here, and now we can toast to our new careers. And forget about the jealousy thing. I'm loving the game. Oh, how you girls trying to run on my face. And I ain't worried about you ruining my day. Cause you never see much dream in life. Only what you dream in life. And when they mention me ride, you be the gripping me tight, holding me high. Cause I'd rather be gripping you tonight. I'd rather pimp you through. Yeah. Only you, baby. Said I'd rather pimp with you. I'd rather pimp you through. Yeah. Said I'd rather pimp with you. Baby, don't you know? I'd rather pimp you. You, 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 yeah. My tip.
Slam that down. Holds that ball like a grapefruit, bangs it through. All important to make all 5 slam dunk attempts so many of the earlier
Shit, it
competitions
used
in
to
the
be
Missy Missy
5.
Missy
Later, it's
shot.
like 3.
And Daryl Dawkins does not
Some
get
shit
his
like
final
that.
shot to go.
Now, later,
He
you
gets
could
his
do as
one.
many as you wanted. In the early 1990s, you could do as many as you wanted. I'm trying to remember it off the strength, but you could do as many as you wanted, but it's like you had to do them all in a certain time. You had to try to complete them shit. So like the 90s shit, they tried to change the rule, but originally it's just from 5. You can do it from wherever. A lot of shit that worked, but the 1990s, you had niggas trying a little more shit, man. The timing and all that, it just makes sense. Oh, it was this, but this your original shit. I mean, dog, the big niggas was really jam. Even Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, we know John Jay was kind of big, but yeah, a little something. But I'm talking about the big center niggas. That was your real your dunk original shit. That was making a contest, but not as popular as it would get in the 1980s. In the 1990s, of course, 2G scores out. So that's what of course, get a little more athletic shit as you get along. But these original motherfuckers, you like their concept was really trying to just make, and that's I think the key that even Kobe with all the skills still had that fundamental shit. So taking it on. See it right here.
Making 4 of 5. Now we await the judges' total on style points. As we watch Daryl Dawkins in action again. Dawkins way up at 265 pounds through with the left hand, and now watch him almost look under that rim. And Daryl Dawkins goes 4 for 5 and gets an 8, a 7-5 and an 8. So Daryl Dawkins comes out with 23.5 and 8 for slam dunks that were successful, a total of 31.5. And that's what Elvin Hayes has to shoot at next. Elvin Hayes of the Washington Bullets set to go. Now in his 9th year out of the University of Houston. Big E comes around with a right-hand slam for his first attempt. That missed dunk shot by Daryl Dawkins could be a deciding factor in this competition between these 2 NBA big men. Elvin Hayes will be very cautious. This is his 2nd time around in the NBA slam dunk. He knows how important it is to hit them all. And yet, to get the style points, you've got to do things like that. You've got to turn around
That
and
shit
set it
was
down
actually
behind the head.
nice. Makes a turnaround shit.
The Big E gets after it again and bangs it down with 2 hands. So Elvin Hayes gets all 5 attempts, a total of 10 points. And as the style points are computed by our 3-man panel, watch the Big E in slow motion, turning around for a 180 slam. Now across the lane in a two-hand stuff. And Elvin Hayes with an 8.5. An 8 and an 8. 24.5 on style points, 10 points on slam dunk points, a total of 34.5. And so, Elvin Hayes advances to the quarterfinal round. Elvin Hayes, the Washington Bullets, just advanced to the quarterfinal round of the CBS Slam Dunk basketball competition. Elvin, is the dunk shot a tough shot as opposed to an outside shot?
I think the dunk shot is probably one of the hardest shots in basketball because you can miss a jump shot 20 feet out and no one thinks anything about it. But you miss a dunk shot, I think it's one of the hardest and one of the most embarrassing shots because it requires a lot more concentration, a lot more time, and just really keeping your eye on the basket and going up, putting the ball in. It's a shot that can easily be missed because you can put the ball too hard on the rim and it bounces way back. And so I think it's a very difficult shot.
A lot of people notice when you miss those dunks, don't they?
That's right. Sometimes you feel like you just want to put your head between your legs and go to the other end.
All right, Elvin, congratulations. Elvin Hayes of the Washington Bullets advancing to the quarterfinal round.
Shit, back to the Bay, like 49ers or the Raiders, man. You know, we said we're gonna work some chin shit right back on the shot key shit. For all the shit we mentioned like that, this interview shit, but the Raiders had it. I gotta mention the Raiders, man. 1990s, real quick. I feel the Raiders always had a personality or situation like this. I mean, all those motherfuckers. You got Tim Brown, you got a Jet. I think Alexander Wright. That was the fastest nigga in the NFL. I think period ever. Some shit like that. Michael Irvin said this shit on that. But shit like that, man. Mentioning that speed and all the kind of skill shit right there. That's what I feel the 1990s kind of brought it in into. You just took it to another point. 1990s brought it with basketball because you had Derek Thomas in this motherfucker. You had Mr. Tim Brown in this motherfucker. You had Mr. Ken Griffey. Shit, fuck just two sports. And then goddamn, of course you had prime time, Sanders, Deion Sanders, but all that, man. And they have all that attention happen right there and still have the NBA shit go somewhere in the 1990s. I think was in the mix. It is like just another way I think you put on the dunk shit. It had to be a lot more, a few more events putting it on a little outside the NBA. And I feel that's kind of what Kobe was always bringing on some shit. They ain't seen no skill like that coming outside from outside like that. Like so that's where it's at, man. Where we going? We keeping it funky. Cause hey, shit, it's like this shock, man. You get them with this shit. There we go. See, he's playing a lot of shit, but we know a lot of shit fucked up now. Crisis, fentanyl, ODs. But Shock was saying some shit, of course. Just to mention that one more again for him. A lot of like Jamie be legalized was just saying a lot of other shit, man. So that shit is facing bans. I feel like Shock was that into so much shit himself that I think it goes into the points of how society would deal or society will accept certain views and all that, whether from pimping or the drug shit or whatever. These are all like do Shock had, and I think that that made it like a Clinton situation for a groove, and want to keep it a little 70s, a little past 70s shit, but a little some shit with it. We're gonna get groove back right here. On the Shock shit, the Clinton shit. Uh, Stella, I guess shit too. That's Bassett shit. But it's all in the mix, man. But this kind we doing on them, just mentioning groove shit, a lot of groove shit.